What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? My name's Fliptriq. So, a year ago, I started a project that I was pretty excited about, something I really wanted to do, something I've always wanted to finish, and it's been in my mind ever since. Didn't get very far, and I was kind of bummed out when it did happen, but my computer ended up crashing, lost all the footage, and I was really pretty disheartened and didn't want to go back, and there was a lot of work to really get anything started. So finally, a year, like to the day, a year later, we finally are getting back into it. So some of you who've been around here for a while might know what I'm talking about. Final Fantasy, let's play the entire series. We're getting back into it. 1 year later, just imagine if I wouldn't have lost all the footage. See, what happened was I recorded Final Fantasy 1. I was like 3/4 of the way done with the game. Uploaded the first couple of episodes, started to have some computer issues, got the third one out, and then my hard drive crashed and I lost everything. Lost all the intro video, everything. Super bummed out about it, and it was like tons of that logo right there. That took forever to make. It doesn't look like it should have, but it did. I went through a lot of brainstorming, trying to get the perfect logo, and finally found it, but it just took me a while to get to that point. So starting tomorrow, we're starting over from the very beginning, and it's actually a good thing because I found a new version of Final Fantasy 1 that I want to play, so I'm pretty excited about that. And the graphics are way better, gameplay is better. It's a little more, it's adjusted, it's a little more accessible, I guess, but I kind of like it. So I think it's going to work out in the end. In the long run, it's going to work out a little bit better. So we're still going to be doing the daily live streams of Final Fantasy 14, and then my YouTube will just be this for a while. I might do like Final Fantasy 14 highlights or guides. I don't really know exactly what I want to do with 14, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. Heaven's Word just recently came out I think 3 weeks ago, and I've been all over that. That's all I've been doing lately. It's been bad. I haven't even finished Arkham Knight yet. Like, how bad is that? Like, world's biggest Batman fan still hasn't finished the Batman video game. But what I'm like somewhere between halfway and 3/4 through the story. None of this matters. None of this matters. Final Fantasy, let's play the entire series. I can never remember which way this is going to be. We're getting back in it. Hopefully you guys are excited. We're starting tomorrow with Final Fantasy 1. Then we're doing Final Fantasy 2, Final Fantasy 3, Final Fantasy 4. Did you know there's a sequel to Final Fantasy 4? I had no idea. Like, if I would have done this a year ago, probably would have accidentally missed over that. But we're going to play that one. Final Fantasy 5, 6, Final Fantasy 7, my favorite. See, if we time this right, when I get to Final Fantasy 7, I think that's when the remaster will come out. So that would be perfect timing. Then we're going to play Final Fantasy 8, Final Fantasy 9, 10, 10-2. Hopefully we can play 11. I heard the servers are coming down, but hopefully we can sneak in there and get that done. Then we'll play Final Fantasy 12, Final Fantasy 13, the terrible Final Fantasy 13 sequels, and then we'll probably start Final Fantasy 14, which might actually coincide with some of the other ones. I don't know. We might be doing that also because I really want to get into the lore of Final Fantasy 14 because the story's really, really, really good, and I have no idea what's going on. All I do is I go in and I'm like, all right, let's kill this boss. Everyone else is like, oh my god, that boss is this dude, and this is what happened to that dude. And I'm like, I don't know. It's a dragon, kill it. So I want to be the other guy in this situation. So starting tomorrow, Final Fantasy, let's play the entire series. Please be excited. Hopefully you guys are excited about this. I'm coming back this time. Cross your fingers. No computer issues. Assuming that happens, we'll be good. And we'll play through the entire thing. For those of you who were excited 1 year ago, I apologize for everything that happened. I'm a little bummed out about it. Probably more bummed out than you were. You probably just watched it for your YouTube channel. Me, on the other hand, I want the whole Final Fantasy backlog in my YouTube, but mainly I'm doing this for me, but felt like I share it with everybody else too, because I think it'd be cool. So, and there's a bunch of other people who haven't played through the entire series or would like to relive their favorites. Everyone has a favorite. I think I talked about this, and I'm not going to take the other videos down. I'm actually keeping this in playlist. So if you want to refer to those and actually see the difference between the old Final Fantasy 1 and the new Final Fantasy 1, it's a huge difference. So if you guys are interested in that. But anyway, like I was saying, Final Fantasy 7's always been my favorite. That was one of the first RPGs I ever played. So I feel like everyone's favorite Final Fantasy is just like a nostalgia thing. That's kind of what I picked up on. It's like whichever one you played first. It's either 6, 7, 8, or 9 normally. And there's a few people who love 10. I don't know why I said 2, but 10. I've always said Final Fantasy 6 is probably the best in terms of story, gameplay, and just overall enjoyment. But Final Fantasy 7 has always had that nostalgia factor for me. One of the first RPGs I ever played, one of the deepest games I ever played. I still remember the first time playing it, going through the Shinra Corporation, taking them down, and then thinking the game was over, because I was like 13 years old, thinking the game was over, and then you walk outside Midgar and like the world just is huge. I was like, what is this? This is incredible. So I'm excited. Hopefully you're excited. If not, please be excited. Tomorrow, Final Fantasy. Let's play the entire series. It's going to be great. It's going to be a good time. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.